Well, the time is now for us to go into the action. Man United about to take on Everton in a very important English Premier League game. It is one that we've been waiting for. We return home to Old Trafford, where the expectation is that we shall win, return to winning ways, because wins have eluded us for way too long. Welcome to the United Hotspot. My name is Webb, and always a pleasure to be here to talk about this beloved club of ours. Now, the lineups are officially out, as you can look at them right there. Of course, for Man United, as we could have expected, we are hoping that Amad Diallo would have a rare start, but he has got to wait a bit longer. He is going to be warming the bench. As Scott McTominay gets the nod ahead of him, the rest of the players are largely predictable. We'll talk about, of course, that lineup in depth in a bit. The kickoff is just over 40 minutes away. About 43 minutes is what is left to kick off at Old Trafford. And of course, the expectation is that Manchester United should be able to deal with Everton regardless of the woes we have in terms of injuries. 47 injuries are what we've endured this season. I think it's a record in terms of injuries, but it shouldn't deny us the confidence to be able to win a home game against a team that is yet to win a single game in this now should be their 11th Premier League outing. My name is Webb. Welcome aboard. And Genwill Bolandres, God bless our souls today, has a 4-3. It has a 4-3 match vibes to it. Yeah, that's interesting. That would be good, I think. Goals coming from either way. So long as we are winning, we want to see goals. But I do hope we score the 4 and concede less than the 3 that Genwill predicted, because honestly, we do need goals. Our goal difference of -2 is worrying and painful. So we are hoping that we can put on a decent show. Of course, let's get into the lineups that Erik ten Hag, of course, I'll start with Erik ten Hag, and it's confusing to see how his players are going to be arranged. Of course, Andre Onana, the back line is obvious. Lindelof on the left, Evans and Varane in the central defense, Dalot on the right of the defense. Then Casemiro in the midfield and the attack is where the confusion is for now. On paper, it looks like Casemiro and Maino will be two holding midfielders, Bruno in 10 and Rashford as false 9. Then Scott McTominay and Garnacho on either sides of Bruno Fernandes. But when he was speaking in his pre-match press conference, he seems to suggest that Bruno Fernandes is going to be the false 9. So that would mean he's probably playing a 4-3-3. He's looking at it as a 4-3-3. And then if Bruno is in the false 9, Marcus Rashford and Garnacho on either sides of him, rather on the flanks. Then in the middle, Casemiro, Maino, and Scott McTominay. We will see when the team comes out so that we get a proper idea of who is going to be leading the line. There should be someone leading the line, but most importantly, we should be solid. For me, the most important thing we need to do is can attack you, and they again come in their traditional 4-4-1-1 or 4-4-2 with Braithwaite, of course, Pickford in goal, Tarkowski, Brent White. This is a guy that is linked to Man United. Michael Godfrey on the right of the defense. Then the mid four have got McNeil, Ghana, Onana, who was linked to Man United, Harrison, and of course up front is Doucouré behind Beto, who is leading the line. Beto has got 9 goals to his name. He's a man to watch in that one. And for Man United, it's not easy to predict who should be the man to watch for Manchester United. But the reality is we should be able to deal with them regardless which players we have. So Erik ten Hag has been speaking, of course, talking about how he has got to have players to run in behind Bruno, because it seems Bruno is his false 9. And of course, the Scott McTominays are the players who are there. How easy will it be for them to run in behind and get the goals? Ghana versus Man United. Young will make Lindelof run in rings. Genwill Bolandres, you've got no hope in this club at all. Lindelof is going to indeed run in rings, but the reality is, I think, for me, a 4-4-2 formation doesn't worry me that much. I think it's an easy formation to deal with. That's the confidence that I have. The formation they play is a bit easy to deal with, because they run in vertical lines. So you see them coming. You see who is coming at you. So let's see how exactly they are going to deal with this team. Of course, it's a very important game. If we lose this one, trust you me, it's going to be a bad story for Erik ten Hag and his coaching staff. I mean, whereas we've got injuries that have been an excuse for the whole season, I think the reality is how we perform in the next 3 games will have a huge impact on whether Erik ten Hag will live to see the preseason or not. But there you go. I love that, of course, the psych should be there a bit. I think, the fact that we are returning home, I think the players should be psyched up. That is one. Who just won the award for the best goal in the Premier League, that's motivation as well. Those individual awards are important to some of these kids to try and inspire them and give them the confidence and belief in themselves. So for me, there's lots of reasons for us to come here with hope and belief that things can go well. So let's wait and see how exactly it goes. Well, give me your prediction of the game. Give me your prediction of this game. Let me know how you think it's going to pan out. Whether you think United, I just will never like Lindelof in the left back position. I honestly too don't like him in the left back. I would prefer Amrabat there. I think I would rather Lindelof is in central defense doing the donkey work and working hard. I would rather do that. But Lindelof in the left back, to me as well, he struggles. He's easy to beat. He's easy to beat when he's playing the left back. I agree with you, Gainwell. I think it's a poor man's way of managing, but I think it shows you. I think for me, what that shows me, the continuous starting of Lindelof in the left back shows me that Amrabat is not doing enough at all. Squeaky bum time. 1-0. Interesting. 1-0. Let's see how it goes. Well, kickoff will be at in about 37 minutes from now. Old Trafford should be buzzing, and we do hope that the home fans come out here in this game with belief in their team and rally behind them. That's what I'm hoping for. We need to rally behind our team. If we don't, it's going to be dangerous for us. But so Man United and the last outings we've had, especially at home, the last outings we've had have been a bit not convincing. Of course, for the loss against Man City, I won't dwell so much on the loss against Man City because obviously, I mean, Man City is a better team than us. Is an obviously better team than us. We certainly have got to go beyond, to look beyond how we struggle into victories and focus more on how we perform. I'm eager to see how we perform. I'm eager to see how we perform, and that's important. I'm just trying to step up my internet for this game. I'm going to, of course, I want to see how we perform in terms of how the display we put on the pitch. The display we put on the pitch for me is very important. How are we performing on the pitch? How are we passing the ball? How are we possessing the ball? How are we building up our play? How exactly is it happening? So for me, it's very important. It's very important. It's very important. So yeah, just a minute. Of course, trying to make sure that I get this game in the best quality. Working on just putting my Don V saying hi Web, thanks for the show. My prediction is 3-1 for Man United. Beautiful prediction. Yeah, I think that gives us a bit. It squares us in terms of the goal difference. The 3-1 prediction looks good. Gainwell Balandres, who does not believe in us a lot, going for a one goal margin. That would not do us a lot of favors, but a win is a win. At this point, we should take any win we get. We should be able to take any win we get. I look at this Everton team and I'm thinking the man to watch should be Doucouré, but they have got players who can injure. You see, for a team that does not have a main guy who is getting them victories, anyone can injure you. So for me, I think, and I said it before in my earlier video today, I made it clear that for me, there are things we need to do if we are going to have a chance in this game. First of all, we've got to show character and personality. We are at home United, we are at Old Trafford. We need to show character and personality. That's one. I think a few times it lacks. A few times we have lacked personality and character. A couple of times we have lacked it completely. And it only comes in moments when we are trailing and we see that we are in a race against the clock. Then players start putting in the hard yards and trying to show personality to try and grind a win. I don't think that is how we need to perform. I need to see character from the start of the game, regardless of how good the players on the pitch are. Because I don't think, even at our worst, an Everton team, their A team can be better than us. So for me, it's going to be important too. The other thing we need to do is we've got to be clinical. We've got to be clinical because we don't get so many chances. The last game, the reverse fixture against Everton, they created more chances than us, but we were more clinical. They were not clinical at all. It was up to them. They had themselves to blame for the loss, not us to credit. But we were clinical. We need to be clinical with the few chances we get. There are many a time I've seen Marcus Rashford, I've seen Garnacho being wasteful in front of goal, taking wayward shots, poorly timed shots. I think for me that cannot afford to happen again because we are going to get few chances. That's the reality. They will clearly have more chances than us. So every chance we get, we've got to bury. Very important. The other thing is we've got to play with desire, conviction. We need to show desire in how we play. At times we play sluggish football, and I'm thinking supporters, we've got to show desire. We've got to want it more. I felt like the loss against Fulham at Old Trafford, Fulham wanted the game more than we did. And it's a bad thing for me. It's a dangerous thing for me for that to happen. We've got to show desire. It's very important. Very important if we are going to win this one. Very important. Then the other thing we need to do is we've got to stick together. At times we play a disjointed game. If you recall in the reverse fixture, and I'll stick to how we played against them because we beat them in one of our rare convincing victories. At times we play in ways we can't explain. At times we play in disjointed way. We cannot put 4-5 passes together. We don't locate each other. We're just running and chasing the ball and playing. That is for me underdog football. We are not the underdogs. We can't come at Old Trafford and are acting like we are the underdogs against Everton. We can't be the underdogs. So I think we've got to play like that's very important. For matches we played with Everton has given us a hard time, but at the end we managed to get wins from them. They have only won, I think, twice in over 30 games at Old Trafford. So the history pedigree as well favors us. I think it's going to be the same, but surely we will win it. Yeah, and that's the thing. Why do we struggle against Everton? For me, I don't get it. Why do we always struggle against them? We've got to be able to bully. I mean, United has got to reach a point where we win games convincingly. Because if you beat Everton convincingly, you're making a statement to your next opponent. You're showing Liverpool, their Merseyside neighbours, that you know what? Yes, you're next. In particular, Pickford is a man to beat for us to win this game. That's why I said among the things we've got to do, we've got to be clinical. Marcus Rashford, who is expected, without Rasmus Højlund, Marcus Rashford is the closest we can have to getting the goals. He has played with Pickford at the national team. You should know him a bit. He should be clinical. We've got to be clinical. The beauty is we are playing against a team that is easy to break. On the counter, we can break them easily. We've got to have Kobe Mainoo express himself, passing the ball behind those line-breaking passes. We need to be able to make use of those line-breaking passes if we are going to punish them, and then be clinical, because they will come at us. They play a direct, intense game. That's why they get tired. It's high intensity, but We've got to be able to deal with them. For me, I've got no doubt at all in that. The other thing I think that needs to happen is Andre Onana must step up again. Because when Andre Onana is performing well, United performs well. Because how we play revolves a lot on Andre Onana. How we play revolves a lot on Andre Onana. How Erik ten Hag wants to play. So if Onana is doing well, we will perform. If Onana is doing well, we definitely will perform. Yeah. So Andre Onana has got to come to the party. Very important. His teammates have got to step up as well. Play with him. His teammates have got to play with him, click him. I feel like by this time they should have clicked. I don't expect Andre Onana to be passing the ball to Victor Lindelof when Lindelof is in tight positions, because Lindelof cannot receive the ball with players around him. Very important. Kobe Maino and the midfield, the entire midfield, not just Kobe Maino. Whereas, yes, these players have got to work together and sit together. I think Erik ten Hag, it's high time Erik ten Hag started decentralizing roles, decentralizing duties on the pitch, not players running all over, because players are tired. They will get injuries again. Let players play in their departments. Let each player have a zone to play in, and let them stick there. Let them be there with discipline. Very important. We must have a game plan. That's another important thing I expect to see. We must have a game plan. We cannot just come into games just to run around and chase the ball and hope we get it and try to fake a few passes together. There must be a game plan and we must stick to it. We must have a game plan which we stick to. Against Man City, we had a game plan, but when we veered off the game plan, we are punished. When we veered off the game plan, we are punished. We must have it, and this game plan we must stick to. Very important. That's one other important thing. I mean, with all this prediction we have, for them to happen, all these things must be done. They won't come from the blue. They must be planned for. We had a game plan against Man City. We tried to stick to it for about 60 minutes, and they overpowered us and, of course, stretched us. They stretched us, and we veered off it. Let's have a game plan that we believe in, everyone understands it, well communicated, and stick to it. Then one thing that's about Everton is that they don't convert their chances. That's the thing. They create so many chances, but they are not clinical. Whenever I recall, I don't think many teams, except I think even Man City, I don't think many teams have created more chances than they did against us in the reverse fixture. That's why I say, if you go by the result, the fact that we beat them, it is a flattering result for us. It will confuse you into believing that we are actually that close. But they really dominated us. We are saved a bit by this boy, Kobe Mainu. If you recall, he cleared the ball off the line. He saved us a bit. Andre Onana had a good game. He saved us, I think, in moments as well. So we were, on the edge for the most part of the game. We cannot be winning games like this. That kind of football, survival football, as if and fumbled victories do not take us anywhere. Then Will Boland, okay? Ibra Mdoka, hey, welcome back, man. It's been a while. The other problem is that Ten Hag is easily confused and removes key players. Yeah, Ten Hag's substitutions at times confuse you. He can panic. I agree. He panics at times and he's forced into the wrong substitutions, and you're thinking, why did he do that? Why did he pull off that player? Would this be the right time? But you see now, with the players we have, the injuries, these players are not 100% fit. He even admitted it himself. Even when we've had some of our players, most of them for the most time are never 100% fit. That's the reality. Our players are never 100% fit. Why? Because they are probably running too much for their bodies. So it's 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 a bad thing. So let's watch Erik ten Hag's tactics, and you see, you tell a good manager by how they perform during pressure games. This is a pressure game because we are playing at home first of all after losing at home in the last home game. Then we lose a derby. We are back home against a Merseyside team that is hungry, that wants a victory because we know if we beat Everton, Shondai could be sacked. They know it. So this is a pressure game for Erik ten Hag. Now, how he handles it is very important. It's very important if he's going to depict himself as a good manager. Yeah, it's going to be very important. So I'm eager to understand how he's set out his attack, especially and his midfield, because his formation looks a bit confusing in bits. In moments, it looks confusing. You don't clearly know because everyone is running everywhere. You don't clearly know who is playing where. Actually, I think Everton has switched it up now from a 4-4-2 to a 4-2-3-1. Beto leading the line. I think they have switched it up from their traditional 4-4-1-1 as if they're now coming for a 4-2-3-1. But when they start attacking you, when they're attacking a 4-4-2, I think, most of the times. Let's see how it goes. For United, let's see. These formations could change on the pitch, but Everton have got some of the fewest goals scored so far. They have scored 29 goals. Can you imagine with all the chances they create? And Sean Dyche was telling them recently they need to take responsibility a bit. These players have got to take responsibility. I can say the same for Man United. I can say the same for Man United. Stadium is not filled yet. The stadium is not filled yet. Well, I hope it does. I hope it gets filled. Old Trafford is always buzzing. This is a big game. It should be able to fill to the brim. But yeah, so I'm a bit confident, to be honest. For some unsound reason, I've got utmost confidence that we are going to win this one. Probably owing to how we performed in the reverse fixture. But I've got the confidence that we are going to beat them. Everton, very wasteful. Your voice is good, but the feed is buffering a bit. Okay, is it? It's buffering a bit. That should be my internet. That's why I was trying to step it up. But no worries. With time, I'll step it up. I don't know. It should be my internet speeds not being good. Let me check how they are. So I'm looking at watching highlights of Everton's attacks. They attack so well. Wow. Much, but they don't score goals. But you see, a bad team can resurrect on you. A bad team can resurrect on anyone. For me, I think the ball is in our hands because if we show jitters, if we come jittery, we are going to be beaten. Trust me. If we come jittery, we are going to be beaten. If we come show confidence and application and bully this Everton team, we are going to beat them. I'm sure internet is faster than United's transitioning back to defense. That's a nice one. Yeah. For sure. My internet is faster than United's transition back to defense. Yeah, it is. It is. No. Otherwise, my internet wouldn't leak in so many goals like that, would it? So it's not really that bad. Nothing to worry about. Thank you. That's encouraging. Needed that. So we've got 19 minutes to go. 19 minutes to kick off. Abdoulaye Doucouré, he has got 6 goals. Should be their top scorer. Well, for us, our man is not there, but Erik ten Hag confirms he will be back against Liverpool. They just let Kyle Walker run away. Man, and yet we knew. I was here before that game. I was saying the people we need to watch are Kevin De Bruyne, Kyle Walker, and of course Haaland. United, he's in the right wing until he's in the right wing. I think we just respected City too much, whereas we had to respect them. And don't get it twisted. But there's what they call respecting an opponent too much. I think we respected them too much. That second goal from Foden, the way they just cornered us, they just put us where they want. Man City and Pep teams enjoy passing the ball in small spaces. So when they put you into a small space, that's their comfort zone. It's their comfort zone because then they know how to pass that ball and make the right movements to open you up. Eric Ten Hag, man is looking older, grows older by the day. Very difficult to coach Man United, to manage Man United. Goodness. The man looks like he's 70. He arrived at United looking like a 38-year-old. Already now, Eric Ten Hag looks like he's 64. But yet his actual age is, I think, early 50s. I think he's 53 or thereabout. Wow. But the Toffees, who are formed in 1878, we have a good record against them. I think the pedigree will definitely matter in such a game. Pedigree always matters. I will tell you, we definitely can come out there and beat them. I don't want to scare you by reminding you of the stats in the reverse fixture. I don't want to remind you of the stats in the reverse fixture unless you let me. But the stats we had were so bad, and it is okay that we won in the most important stat in football, which is the score. But you look at it and you're thinking, how did we get away with this? We got away with murder. To put it simply, we got away with murder. Ball possession was 50-50. But the goal attempts, Everton had 24 goal attempts, we had 9. They had 6 shots on goal, we had 4. 18 of goal, that's them not being. How do you have 18 shots of goal? Maybe it speaks about the organization we had in protecting Andrew Onana's goal, forced them to shoot wide or above. But still, they forced Onana into 6 goalkeeper saves. They had only 1. The passes were just 1 pass ahead of them. Dangerous attacks, they had 72, we had 31. That's more than double. Man, this team, it even surprises me that they haven't won a game in 10. But it goes down to not being clinical. And it's clear. And that's why probably they have been patient with Sean Dyche. Because he tries to do the work, and I think it gets down to the players. They just fail to get it to the other end. They just fail to finish it. He has taught them how to play well, and Eric Ten Hag was also praising them. He has taught them how to play well. But, scoring a goal is more of an instinct. Scoring a goal is more of an instinct. It's you taking responsibility, and that's what we need to do. These Marcus Rashfords, they shoot many times. Rashford will shoot balls in the air way too many times, and I'm thinking, why is he doing this continuously? It doesn't look good at all. I hope that Amad Diallo gets an opportunity in this game, to be honest, because you do want to match this sort of pace with a bit of skill in the team. Now, we've got some bit of skill in Garnacho, but Amad adds more skill to that. I think, for me, we've got to give Amad an opportunity. And this is, for me, a kind of game I believe he should be able to come out there and be of importance to us. He was giving an interview recently and explaining how he wants to play. And you see, without a natural striker, I think that's where you need Amad the most. Because his style of play, who plays well with a false 9. Because he loves to pass the ball and cut inside. Because he starts from the wings, he's a winger. But passes and cuts inside, that's his favorite style of playing. Now, meaning his style of play creates puzzles. But he's not allowed the opportunity to do the things. I just don't understand it with Eric Ten Hag. Honestly, I will never understand why Amad has not got enough opportunities. I will never. That even Omar Fosun has got more opportunities than him. I will never understand it. It's hard to understand. I've tried to critically watch United videos, and this boy is actually training well. But I don't know if Eric Ten Hag is testing his patience. He's, I think, taking it a notch. He's overdoing it. It's not good at all. It is not good at all. So I hope he gets that opportunity. Christian Eriksen, I think, is really not giving us a lot of value lately. He does not create, but I still think Eriksen could have, because he's a smart player. He would have given us value if he was playing in a better system. The system Erik ten Hag plays that wants players to run. For an old player like Eriksen, who is a mostly a smart, creative player, it is always going to be difficult for him to deliver, because I mean he's just running. He doesn't have the lungs to run anymore and the legs to run. So Eriksen will be on the bench, but no value expected. I'm trying to look at the depth in our squad, because if the starting 11 doesn't do it, you want to look to your bench. So we've got a bench that has got Amrabat, Antony, Baindil, Collier, Amad Diallo, Eriksen, Kambwala, Me, D, and Oguneye. Honestly, in terms of people we know, you only look at Eriksen and Diallo as players who can come in there and change a game. So no depth at all. That's why the responsibility now will lie on the starters. The responsibility lies completely on the starting players, because there is nothing to rely on off the bench. And Erik ten Hag, you can easily predict at some point he could bring in Amrabat. Antony is an obvious one, he has to come in, and maybe pull out Johnny Evans for Kambwala, and maybe in the last 2 minutes bring on Amad Diallo. It's confusing. It's very confusing. Our last home results, the last was a loss to Fulham, a game that we showed no character, no desire, things that I expect us to improve on, at least this time. So there you go. Let me just put the poll for you. And we see what most of you think about this. It's probably too late. So 4-2, Casemiro and Kobe. 3, McTominay. Bruno is wide. Garnacho is wide on the left, and Marcus Rashford is the false 9. So it seems Bruno is going on the right. I've never enjoyed watching Bruno on the right. I think Bruno starting on the right is as good as him not being there, honestly. But let's see. Desperate moments. It's okay to try out things. So we're in a 4-2-3-1 that has got, remove Bruno from here, put him wide, Marcus Rashford here, McTominay behind, and Garnacho on the left. I enjoy Garnacho on the left. I think that's a positive. I don't like Marcus Rashford leading the line. He doesn't have the patience. Bruno on the right, never enjoyed it. He's as good as not there. Then Scott McTominay in 10. It's an opportunity for us to see what he can do there. So it's a good thing to try and see. I think I've always wanted to see what Scott McTominay can do as a number 10. So I think that's the one positive we can look at going into this game. Exactly 10 minutes to kick off. And of course the teams must be about to march out now from the tunnel. So here we go. Gainwell, I wouldn't mind if later on the match, if we need to take out Lindelof, put Kambwala at right back. I think the right... I have no issues with Kambwala, by the way. I've got no issues at all with Kambwala. My only issue is not playing Ahmad, not giving Ahmad enough minutes. I personally love, I'm for young players in this team. I'm for young players, by the way. I am completely for the young players. So Kambwala needs the time. I agree, he has earned it. Give him the time. If Johnny Evans, because Evans really clearly cannot go 90 minutes lately, if he cannot run no more, bring Kambwala on. It's okay. Let him be in the center back. You can choose to, to switch to a back 3 if you want. I don't know. Whatever he does, I don't care. But for me, yes, I'm for young players. I agree with you, Gainwell. I mean, Kambwala will definitely come on. And he trained well within the week. I think he's one of those I think will get some minutes in this game. So is Amad Diallo. I've got strong belief that Amad Diallo too will get some minutes here. But why isn't he starting in such a game? He needs to make those guys busy. Imagine Amad Diallo, Garnacho, and Marcus Rashford. They will keep switching and inter-switching like this. They will be confusing. Now, these are highlights of course, The beautiful bicycle kick by Alejandro Garnacho. Can we hope to see more of such? These ones do not come often in anyone's career. These are goals you score once in your entire career. Wayne Rooney just had, I think, only one of such beauties against Man City. Yet he scored so many goals for the so many years he was at United. So Garnacho will know well that perhaps he might not get another opportunity to score such a beauty. But lately has been a bit confusing, if you ask me. I don't think he has been on his he has played his best game. I think mostly it's because he has played so many minutes in a very demanding formation, running and running and running. I think Garnacho is one of the most overworked players at United. Yeah, but you see, yes, it's okay for him to come off the bench, but he brings him on a bit too late, if you ask me. Yeah, again, for me, that's my issue. That it's okay, and Garnacho can come off the bench, it's okay, but not for 5 minutes. When clearly players like, not Garnacho, I'm talking about Amad Diallo, he can come off the bench, but for 5 minutes, what is he going to do in 5 minutes? That's the issue. He gives him negligible minutes. The last time he gave him reasonable minutes was, I think, against Nottingham Forest, and we saw what he did. He's as good as not being there. He just brings him on as if to just for the sake of it, not really to come and try to contribute to the game. For me, and it's okay. I understand that a player should take every minute they get. It's not about Ahmad. It's the fact that if you because imagine at times he brings on Anthony in the 60th minute. Yet we know that Anthony for all those 30 minutes will do nothing. For all those 30 minutes he will do nothing. Yeah? Why don't you give those minutes that he wastes on Anthony to Ahmad, and we see what this young hungry player will do in more minutes. But it still gives him for how can Ahmad Fosun get more time than Ahmad Diallo? How? It doesn't make sense. So yeah, Ahmad can come off the bench, but not for 3 minutes. For me, that's I will never agree to that. I don't think is that bad that he's not ready. The player who was scoring goals in the championship, with how hard the championship is, uh, I think he can do better. I think Eric Ten Hag can do better. But he's the boss and he has a big task ahead for him. And here it goes. Everton, a team that we've got a good record against at home and away, by the way. Even in our worst, we always find a way to beat them. But there is always the first time for anything. Good or bad, there is always a first time. So we cannot afford to rest on our laurels. We should know well that in the Premier League, there are no easy games, no easy opponents. So what exactly is going to happen at Old Trafford is what we are waiting to see. That's exactly what we are waiting to see. And it's 5 minutes to kick off. Okay, Man United at its worst, probably you can say. But even in our worst, I think for me this game is going to be the lineup is not that bad, to be honest. Fred getting bully off the ball by Iwobi. Trauma is still fresh. Hopefully we have it our way. I honestly think for me this game the squad is not that bad. I think for me this game is going to be more in our heads than in the feet or in the legs. I think it's belief mostly. If the belief is there, we can beat Everton easily. For me, it's going to be a more psychological game for Man United than a physical one. It's going to be mostly psychological. Belief. If there is no belief, we are done. If we believe, we shall have a good game. That's my honest opinion. It's all going to go down to our belief. It is all going to go down to our belief. The goals, I'm predicting a big win, at least 3 goals. Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, and Kobe Mainu. That's my prediction. And Bruno, 4 goals. I'm predicting 4 goals for Man United. Yeah, that's my prediction. 4-1 United. 4-1 United. 4-1 United. Hopefully we have it our way. I hope we do have it our way. I think we can. I think we can. Kobe Mainu will be the man of the match. Wishful thinking. Kobe Mainu, man of the match. 4-1 victory. Mainu, Garnacho, Rashford, and Bruno. And there we go now, of course, a beauty shot of the theatre of dreams that is about to be turned into something hitherto unseen in English football. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has constituted a group of legends in terms of playing administration, chaired by Lord Sebastian Coe, the IAAF president. He will be the man to lead the task force to ensure that we have a stadium befitting of the biggest football club in the world. But for now, what we need is a performance befitting of the biggest football club in the world, in the second biggest stadium in the UK, the biggest in the Premier League, at the Old Trafford. 4-2-3-1, Andre Onana in goal, Diogo Dalot, Rafael Varane leading the line. A bench that has got Altel Baindil, Elito Damot Me, Sofiane Amrabat, Christian Eriksen, Amad Diallo, Anthony, Willy Kambwala, Toby Collier, and of course, that is the bench we'll be looking into. Christian Eriksen completing it. Sean Dyche, who is looking for a first win in 11, has also brought a powerful team in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Beto will lead the line, playing behind Doucouré, who usually play behind each other, one ahead of the other in a 4-4-1-1. This time is a 4-2-3-1. Either side of Doucouré is Harrison and McNeil. The back two, a mid two, Onana, a man linked with Manchester United. And of course, the young and the old faithful of United will be hoping they live with smiles on their faces. Old Trafford, 75,000 seater. Doesn't look like it's filled to the brim yet. It's not filled to capacity. Is it the weather or are people still flocking in? Doesn't matter. Away fans as well, they're coming looking worried because they know a loss here will dent their chances of survival. But the one man who knows that he has got to win is the boss of Manchester United, Erik ten Hag. His job is said to be on the line and is getting some words of advice from his assistant. But what exactly is he telling him? Hopefully, that's not 4 goals scored in the next 4 games. Genwill does not believe, but the players are cheering and psyching each other up. Marcus Rashford getting the tap on the back of his head from Casemiro. He's certainly the man they will be looking up to inspire a victory without Rasmus Højlund. Certainly, he should be stepping up. Ghana and Co. were told by their boss Sean Dyche to take more responsibility. Sean Dyche, in a black long jacket, will feel warm enough for now, but it could get cold for him. Casemiro due for a big game as well. Come on, guys, let's be on the level today. That's it. Go Reds, go Reds. And it's Bruno who will have the first kick of the game. Man United playing from right to left. Man United playing from right to left. Guys, enjoy the game. I'm still here. You can enjoy it with me. There you go. Action is underway at Old Trafford. Andre Onana. Varane finds Lindelof. Lindelof sends it back to Onana. We are playing so much from home. Bad pass there. We are playing a lot in our box. Diogo Dalot taking us into the opposition half. Not there yet. It's Garnacho now. Still in our box. Garnacho cuts inside in the middle. Johnny Evans calms it down. Experience. That's exactly what needed to be done. Varane sends it back to Andre Onana. Poor pass from Evans. A poor ball from Evans. Corner. First corner of the game goes to Everton. Yeah, well done to Onana indeed. That was a bad pass from Evans. I think we are playing so much from our box, close to our box. We are inviting this pressure on us. That's how we conceded that goal from Erling Haaland. Playing around in our box. These players are not confident. Crossing. Andre Onana, does he save? He does. Wow. Onana must be on his best behavior, and indeed he's showing us. Oh, that would have been an offside. Well done. Beautiful save from Andre Onana. Again, well, I think my TV might be a fraction of a few seconds behind yours. I hate this. I hate this. What's that from Casemiro? We haven't crossed the center line. First time we are crossing the center line. Bruno finds Garnacho. There you go. Kobe. Back home to Evans. Evans is coming. Whenever he gets the ball, he tries to keep it calm. That's experience for you. Don't rush into attacks. Oh, poor pass there from Marcus Rashford. Ah, 3 minutes played so far. There you go. I'm actually watching from DSTV. Usually I'm in the right time. Let's see. There you go. Garnacho. Ten Hag is clearly under pressure. Clearly under pressure. Oh, what's that from Casemiro? Casemiro has done it. Casemiro, powerful ball. Beautiful shot stopping from Andre Onana there. Beautiful stuff from Andre Onana. We need to calm down and reorganize ourselves. We need to calm down because indeed, again, the midfield looks disorganized. It looks disorganized. The midfield looks disorganized. And you see, with this directness of Everton, they will punish us. We need to reorganize ourselves. Otherwise, this doesn't look good at all. Another corner, second corner. Still not safe. Nice defending. We try to get them on the counter. But Rashford's decision making for me is lacking. And he did the same thing against Man City. I keep saying it that even if he scores 10 goals or 20 goals between now and the end of the season, Rashford should go. He's not good enough. First corner for United, Bruno takes header. Catching practice for Pickford. That wouldn't beat the England number one. Not even Andrew Nana at his worst. Header from Casemiro. That should be our first attempt at goal. 7 minutes played so far. Rashford is not... I don't like Rashford's decision making at times. Everton is beginning to grow into the game. We are letting them into the game. Oh. Don't injure Kobe. Do anything you want, but don't touch not our anointed Kobe. We'll break into our TVs and come for anyone who injures him again. I haven't seen Switch, honestly. But we never even see him that much anyway. That's him. Bruno. Scott. What does he do with it? Finds Rashford. What decision does Rashford make? Garnacho. Beautiful. That's a penalty. Penalty! 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 That is a penalty. Beautiful. But I love how you see that run. You see Garnacho how he came. Is it Rashford? He scored one in the reverse fixture. Is it Rashford, or does the captain step it up? Come and step up to take it himself. It's Bruno. It's Bruno to take. Bruno against Pickford. Bruno versus Pickford. Don't dare miss it, Bruno. But that's a goal. He never misses. It's 1-0. I predicted, that's one down. I predicted 4, Bruno 1. So that's one. That's one. Captain Bruno! Yes! Build on it. Don't get carried away. Just build on it. Far post. That was close though. Pickford almost went there. That will ease some pressure on us. Casemiro. Casemiro's passing today is not good. Casemiro doesn't look firm. I think he has been a weak link so far. It's not looking firm at all. That was close. That was really close. Everton has spent a lot of time in our half. They have spent a lot of time in our half. I hate to see it. Three attempts for Man United, 2 for Everton. Possession 66-34 so far. Not bad. Oh. How is that a fall? These referees never like us anyway. We're used to them. Through pass, then that offside. That's offside. Yeah. Perfect. Kobe. Oh. How did Kobe lose that ball? He never loses such balls. Varane. Nice pass from Varane to find Garnacho. What does Garnacho do with it? Bruno! No! Come on, Bruno, come on. That's what I was saying. We won't get so many such chances. We need to be clinical. Be clinical, Bruno. Come on. That was number 2. Come on. Be clinical. Compose yourself. Nice pass though from Rafael Varane. Beautiful. Scott's part was a bit too much power to it. Nice play though. Nice play. Nice play. Yeah, I mean, the decision making for me is a bit. But Bruno should have done better with that shot, really. Everton are stepping up the pace of the game. Over the bar. They are stepping up the pace of the game. Everton are stepping up the pace of the game, and that high pace disorganizes us. Times we fail to deal with it. Someone is down. Get up. It's Evans. What are you doing down, Evans? Evans doesn't look okay. Evans doesn't look okay at all. "20 minutes played, 1-0 for United. Everton are beginning to come back into the possession, enjoying a bit of it. But realize that Everton put together better passes than us. They locate each other a lot better than we do. Lindelof. Nice block. Nice block from Varane. He's keeping it. Dangerous bowling. Oh, that was some lazy defending there. Get in front of the man. He was almost getting on the ball before Varane. So far, not so bad. Nice ball from Onana. Scott, what does he do? Don't go back. Don't play negative football. Play going forward. Play going ahead. Cross. Side up box. Nice block. Beautiful block from Casemiro. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't mind it too. 23 minutes now. Yeah, I also don't mind it so far, to be honest. I think it's an end-to-end game. 3 corners for Everton, one for Man United. Mm. Goal kick. We don't keep the ball. Whoa! Beautiful save from Andre Onana again. Andre Onana must be man of the match today if we win this one. How many times are those? How many times has he kept us in the game so far? But look at that. We are exposing him again. We are exposing Onana again. Beautiful save from Onana. That's why we paid 50 million. That's a world class save. That is a world class save. But we are allowing Everton to enjoy the possession now. We have surrendered the possession to them. It's not good. It's not good at all. You realize that Onana is no longer overpassing the ball to his defenders. You saw what he did. Garnacho, that's a beautiful ball to Garnacho. What does he do with it? Oh, blocked. Lindelof. Wow, free kick. Should be our first free kick of the game. I like it when Garnacho cuts to the right, to the left rather. I like it when he... Wow, that was quite a hit from Bruno. That was quite a hit from Bruno. Pickford felt it. Oh, that a beautiful save from Pickford. Beautiful hit from Bruno. Pickford hasn't recovered yet. Pickford has felt that one. He punched it out with his weaker left. He still hasn't recovered. Nice pass from Rashford. Beautiful. Gani. Cuts inside. Lindelof. Varane. Nice. Garnacho. Beautiful. Kobe. It's overpowered in the middle. Everton's counter. 1 versus 3. Really, we should be able to get that one easily. Dalot. Casemiro. Don't foul him. Nice. Yeah, McTominay is never noticed, man. McTominay is never noticed. I forget he's in the game. He keeps hiding from the ball. Nice pass. Find Bruno. What does it do with it? McTominay here. He goes. Offside. Well, that was McTominay almost assisting. Trying to find Kobe. But he was a fraction offside. Nice. I think we are looking good. We are looking like we are playing football. We are playing football. We have not been subdued. Nice fit from Evans. Oh, that was close. McNeil was coming at us, but we survived that one. 30 minutes played, 15 minutes to go of normal time in the first half. Not so bad at all so far. Sure, Casemiro looks tired. What's happening? Is he okay? Much power. Oh, poorly weighed. What does it do? Nice to Lindelof. Bruno. Casemiro rather. Bruno. One touch. Oh. No, Bruno, stop mourning. Stop mourning, captain. Bruno, act like a captain. Nice pass from Casemiro. Oh, diving header. Bruno is claiming for a handball. No, really. That wasn't. Could never have been intended. You will never notice McTominay. McTominay, you will notice him when he's scoring or assisting. Offside. Nice. Garnacho again. Garnacho. Enter the box. Enter the box. Penalty. Penalty. Another one. That's how dangerous that boy is. That's why we like him. That's the things Anthony should be doing. He never does. That's exactly what Anthony should be doing when he starts. Get the ball, dribble. Imagine how many yards this boy has run into the box, forcing the defenders into errors. Nice. Penalty. Clear one with a card to it. Rashford this time. This time Rashford to take. Pickford beaten by Bruno. Make it too rushy. Make it too rushy. Make it too rushy. Beauty! 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 2-0. Beautiful penalty. Beautiful penalty. That's it. That's it. Don't get carried away. We've seen it before. Focus. Beauty. We've seen it before. Don't get carried away. I tell you, I fall sick when United is playing. Some games make me sick. But I'll heal so fast because we are winning. Those are two. I predicted 4, and I predicted 2 of the goal scorers. So, well, I never would have imagined it's penalties, but there are also goals. So I predicted Rashford and Bruno's goals. Now Garnacho and Kobe left. And you give me my flowers. Corner. Thank you. Well done, Andrew Nana. Nice. What's wrong with Andrew Nana? First penalty there. You see how how Garnacho is mobile and he's forcing these guys into errors. That's exactly what you do. That mobility forces opponents into errors if you've got a player good with his feet. Now imagine if we also had Ahmad. Garnacho is enjoying himself. You could argue between him and Onana so far who is the man of the match. We'll see at halftime. The ref calls a foul on Kobe. Too much power there, right? They can call us penalty FC, but they are part of the game. And indeed, Garnacho has earned them for us, hasn't he? So we don't care. Another attack launched. Nice pass to Kobe. Does he find it? Yes, he does. One time, tries to swing it in, but it's a weak minus. They will try to get us on the counter. Goal kick. Well, looking good so far. But we cannot get carried away. We have seen it before. We lead by 2 goals. And for some reason, we fail to protect the lead. Oh, Rashford. Another penalty. Was he offside? No, he wasn't. Nice defending there from Evans. Still not safe. Oh, nice. Did he get a touch on it? Bad ball from Bruno. That was a bad ball, dangerous ball actually from Bruno. That's a corner. Wasted 3 minutes of normal time in the first half. Everton trying to step it up, but United contain it. Oh, there's a push there. Offside or push? Bruno. Oh, wasted chance. Wasted chance. Half time around the corner. Ah, I think if we win this one, this might be one of our better wins of the season. But it's early days. We've got another 45 minutes to play. This is United. We've seen this before. But I think we are playing with more intention. We are building up to our goals. I think we are playing football. Not that Everton is not doing anything, but we are doing our part. It's a good game so far for us. Onana to restart. I like that Onana knows now not to overpass in his box or close to it. Ganacho again. Give him the ball first time. No, the first touch was bad. Handball. No, that's a penalty. That's another penalty. It's a handball. Oh, that's a handball. That's a handball. He doesn't give it. Not even VAR. What? Because we've got two penalties already. That hand was not in the natural position. These referees keep cheating Man United. There's always something they do. Always. 4 minutes added in the first half. That was a penalty. Not even a VAR check. Why is the consistency with VAR? The guy sat and spread his arm. It was out of its natural position. Wow. Beautiful football from Kobe. Kobe. Nice pass from Kobe to Scott. What does Scott do with it? No, no. Bruno. Ganacho. Ganacho again. Cuts inside. That's what he keeps doing. Lindelof. Oh, nice. Beautiful football for a moment there. Don't touch him. Don't touch him, Victor. Don't touch him. Oh, 2 minutes to go. Yeah. Nice pass from Scott. Garnacho. 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 You deserve a goal. Oh, no. No. Garnacho. What is that? What is that? Ref time. Ref time. Ref time. But what was that from Garnacho? No. Wow, that was some good defending from, that should be Brathwaite. But Garnacho, no. The man is already beaten and is down. You don't fail to take that shot. What is Evans doing? Nice block there from Evans. The way he recovered to come and block that one. Half time. 2-0. 2 penalties, both by Garnacho. Beautiful performance from Garnacho. Beautiful performance. Pickford felt it, but he should have got one himself. So far, so good. Andre Onana, Garnacho, our best players so far. Bruno is doing well as well. Yeah, it looked good. It looked good. The fans enjoyed it. They're applauding all the way to the tunnel. The Stretchford end is happy. The Sir Alex Ferguson stand is happy. I am happy. You should be happy. We are going to get into the match stats. But yeah, I think we've played football. Never mind the penalties. And people want to think penalties are not important in football. But they are not easy to score. There you go. That's the score at halftime. 2 penalties. Man United dominating. What should I say? Let's look at the stats. What are the stats giving us so far? The most important stat are the goals. But Everton too have had their chances. And Andre Onana, who for me, yes, I can credit Garnacho. Probably Garnacho has been the best player in the first half because he has created both our goals. But I think Andre Onana has saved us as well. Let's see the stats. Let's look at the stats. The first half of this early kickoff. So there you go. Possession 53-47, 53 for Man United. Goal attempts, we've had 9, they have had 11. Guys, you see that? 11 goal attempts. I told you they would have the goal attempts. It was upon us to be, for Onana, first of all, to come to the party, but also for us to be clinical with the few we get. And we have still got fewer goal attempts than them. Shots on goal, they have had 5. United has had 5, they have had 2. Everton has had 2. But they have not been effective. Again, we are more effective, but of course we've got a world-class Onana. And that's why you remember at some point we were debating whether we go for Pickford or Onana. Onana is proving he was a better option. Shots of goal 4 against 9 for Man United. Free kicks, they have had shots of goal we've had 4, they have had 9. So you see they have had more shots. Then free kicks, 6 for United, 6 for Everton. Bruno had, I think, the best take so far and opportunity so far. Beautiful take taken, powerful, but give credit to Jordan Pickford for how he dealt with it. Then corner kicks, 2 for Man United, 5 for Everton. Clearly we are defending well with the set pieces. If we haven't considered a single one from the 5 corners they have got. Offsides 2, one I think was Kobe Maino, if not both of them were Kobe Maino. Against 1 for Everton, should have been against Beto. Throw-ins 8 for United, 6 for Everton. Goalkeeper saves, we've made 8. Onana has made 8. No, there are 2, sorry. Onana has made 2 saves, whereas Pickford has made 3. Mhm. Fouls 5 against 7. Yellow cards 0 against 2 for Everton. Total passes we have more 226. They have 184. In the reverse fixture across the full 90 minutes we had 444 total passes. They had 443. So we are doing better than them so far. Tackles 5 for United, 8 for Everton. Attacks 31 for United, 49. Guys, 49 attacks is what we've endured. Dangerous attacks of the 31 we've made, 17 were dangerous, 26 for Everton. That doesn't look good. Clearances completed, 9 for Man United, 6 for Everton. So you see that the stats show you that it's not done. We've seen it before. We've led games before and capitulated when it matters most. So we cannot afford to rest on our laurels. But that said, it's a good performance so far. And you see, when it's working, why fix it? If it's working, why fix it? But overall, a good performance. Yeah, I think so. The penalty, yes, we are denied the penalty. Maybe the referee was just trying to use his emotional intelligence, because we already scored 2 penalties from the same player. It would look funny him giving a third, but I mean, give it. If it's a penalty, give it. He did not even go he was not even called by the VAR, but the guy spread his arm. It was not in his natural position. Anywhere else, that's a penalty. Give it. We need goals. We need goals. Right now, we have a goal difference of 0. If it stays like this, we need goals. It would have been +1 already. We need goals. But yeah, the positives to take from the first half, Andre Onana is, I think, on his best behavior. I think he's playing so well, how he's distributing the ball. I love the fact that he has now stopped overpassing the ball to his defenders when they are marked or when they are surrounded. I like that he has seen that and he has improved on it. That's an improvement from the last game against Man City. For now, he's mostly seeing that he's making the right decisions. He passes when he has to, and he kicks it away to no man's land if he has to. So for me, I give him credit for that. But also his attention and focus and his reflexes are looking good. He has saved us, I think, about 2 or 3 times. Beautiful stuff there from him. Then I think Varane, he's putting a few passes wrong, but he's quick to come back and recover. Not Varane, Johnny Evans. I think he's doing well. What I liked about Evans is how he comes the game. When he gets the ball, if it's beginning to get intense, he comes it a bit. Happy Sichinga. I can see unnecessary errors our defense is making. This may cost us, and someone comes here just to blame Onana. Exactly. But the game Manu forever. Mwila Mutale, good afternoon, my brother. Man, I'm following the game Manu forever. Indeed, enjoy the game. It's looking good for so far. We need goals. They should have given us our penalty. They keep cheating us. Every game, there is something these referees do to cheat Man United. That was a clear. He could have denied us the first one. I wouldn't have cared. If he didn't give us the first one, I wouldn't have complained. That third one he didn't give us was a clear penalty. Clear penalty. Is there a rule in football that says you cannot have 3 penalties caused by the same player in the same half? I don't know about that. If it's a penalty, give it. And in the situation we are in, we need every goal we can get. We need every goal. I predicted 4 goals for United, and the two scorers so far have scored. It's now Garnacho who should have scored, really. Garnacho missed a goal, and Kobe Maino, you can see he's hungry. I think he just needs to calm himself down a bit because he's too hungry. But if he calms down, he will actually perhaps score another goal for himself. But yeah, Johnny Evans is putting some passes wrong. He's at times caught out of positions, but I like that he's quick to rush back and recover. He's quick to rush back and get and cover up and cover himself up. He's quick to do that. I love that. Then Varane is passing the ball well. His ball distribution is good for Varane so far. He had a beautiful diagonal pass to Garnacho, and I think he has had several of those. I think looks good on the left hand side of the central defense. He's I think more confident with his left than any of our central defenders. Lindelof is made to work, but he had a shot at goal. Could have scored probably. Good attempt he had. Uh, so he has had a fair game. Then Diogo Dallo doing well on the right. I think he's doing well, really, really well on the right to cover. But our defense is not exactly organized. But I think it's because, of course, we are playing against a team that is not shy to come at us. They are attacking us and they are trying to force us into mistakes. So they are stretching and disorganizing our backline. Casemiro started slow. He was a bit jittery when he started, but I think he has sort of grown into the game with the rest of the team. I think he has sort of grown into the game. I love that he's a bit disciplined now. He's not being forced into unnecessary falls. He's doing he's doing okay, but he was at first he looked a bit nervy. I thought, but I think as the game went on, everyone became calm. The nerves were sulked in a bit. So I think Casemiro picked himself up a bit as the game grew on. Kobe Mainu looking a little more advanced. I think he's looking a little more advanced, and he still looks dangerous. I feel like he will still score the goal I predicted he would. I think he's putting himself in dangerous positions at times at the end of balls, and also I think putting that he has, however, misplaced a couple of passes, quite unlike him. He has misplaced so many passes by his standards so far, but still, he's Kobe. He has done some beautiful football things in the minutes he's played. Then, who else? Bruno. I think Bruno is doing well. I think Bruno is leading. He's working hard. You saw he gave the second penalty to Marcus Rashford, which I thought was a good decision. Took the pressure off himself. Good. You love to see that. And Rashford did not disappoint. Buries it. That's teamwork. It's good. It's a good way to lead. But yeah, Bruno is shooting at goal. He's having some good passes. He's putting himself in very good positions. I think it's a better game than many we've seen him play so far. Then Garnacho, proper man of the match. I hope that these players on the bench are watching and learning from what Garnacho does. Whenever Garnacho gets the ball, the first thing he wants to do is come, carries the ball to the defenders, the opposition, and he's drifting towards the box. He's not afraid of going into the box. If it doesn't work at first, he will do it again. That is what you do as a winger. And I love how he keeps drifting, cuts inside, goes out. I think that's how you want him to play with players when you don't have Hoyland, a natural striker. Even if Hoyland is there, by the way. But when you don't have a target man, you want him to have that freedom to cut in and cut inside, then go wide, cut in again, because he's good at that. And that's why he's forcing. His movements are disorganizing the Everton backline. And that's why he's forcing them into errors. Because they are all catching. They are failed to tame him. So they have to play catch up, and they are probably a fraction late, and they are forced into errors and penalties. That's exactly what they are doing, because they know if you let him shoot, trouble. If you don't, you won't fall him most likely. So I think Garnacho is doing what I expect of him. For me, he has not scored. He should have scored though, but I think he's doing tremendously well. We've been saying he's been lacking assists, but he's clearly now outdoing himself. So Anthony, what Garnacho is doing is what Anthony should be doing. Is what Anthony fails to do in every game. Gets the ball, cuts back. Gets the ball, the first instinct is for him to play safe. He's afraid to come and beat off men. That is not a Man United winger. You need to have a level of confidence to come and carry the ball forward. Then, who else? Marcus Rashford. I think Rashford is teaming up well with Garnacho so far. I think he's teaming up a bit decently well. And yeah, it's for me, it's so far so good. The performance for United, of course, Everton have had their moments, like I've showed you in the stats. But for me, by and large, this is a good performance of fights. We don't expect Man United to dominate every part of possession. We are not Man City. But I think this would be a convincing victory for us. It's one Eric Ten Hag and the team should be proud of if it comes. But question is, how then do we maintain this lead? That is what we do. How do we maintain this lead? We've got away with murder a couple of times. How do we make sure that the pressure is less in the second half and we protect it? We don't capitulate like we've done many a time. I think we've got to be, again, calm. The midfield has got to calm a bit. They were looking a bit tense in moments in the game. Calm down, play your game. We are having a good game. Then the players are beginning to look more expressive. Keep doing that with calmness. Let's rely on Onana to dictate when we attack. He's doing it well, and trust you me, we'll be okay. Gainwell is saying mid just needs to calm down. Yes, they do need to calm down. Yes, I'm not happy about that penalty. Indeed, we need goals. Yeah, we need goals. But goals, we have at least 2 for now. And what this means so far, of course, things will change because Aston Villa and Tottenham will be in action tomorrow. But at least if it ends this way, we have a goal difference of 0 and 47 points. That would be 3 points off the 5th position. And we hope then that Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur play out a draw. But we are back with the second stanza, and it is Everton to kick off the resumption. Now playing from right to left. Maxos grew into that game, getting involved more, but needs to do better. Yeah, I agree. Muila, yes, Garnacho is on fire. Yes, Garnacho is on fire. Probably this is becoming his side. I think Garnacho is becoming a bogey player for Everton. But you see, when you score such a beautiful goal against the team, you're always going to have confidence when you face it. Second half is underway. Man United 2, Everton 0. Looks good. Easy on the eye. But do we protect it? How do we protect it? That's the question. No changes confirmed yet. If it's working, why fix it? Of course, they're catching practice for Andre Onana. Scott, oh, poor pass. What a poor pass from Scott. Just after Gainwell praised him, he serves a very poor pass. What a turnover. But there you go. I actually think Scott is doing okay in the number 10 role because he's playing some good passes, some killer passes, which we rarely see from Bruno. Bruno is always working hard and like a slave. The number 10 doesn't have to do a lot on the ball. Most so if they are going to be kept there to do their role. They just need moments on the ball. And the thing is, Scott has some good ball control. His good chest control is good. He can have a good final pass. He knows how to pick a pass. The execution at times lets him down. But I think he's not so bad as a number 10. And we've wanted to see it, for a long time. I think with injuries and stuff, I think this... There you go, Bruno. Through ball to Garnacho. Offside. Offside. Clear offside. But that was a guy we've seen what Erik ten Hag likes to play. And it looks promising, easy on the eye. But we are not executing this to the latter many a time. At least not consistently. That's dangerous. There's a lot of space there. So much space. Again, that's dangerous. Onana was too exposed through the middle. I think when we attack, when we commit so much and we look disorganized when we lose the ball. We create loads of spaces in the middle when we lose the ball. It's dangerous. Just that we are playing against a less clinical team, a very, very poor group of finishers. But we're allowing them some spaces there. Garnacho enjoying himself. Bruno with a beautiful pass. Uh, nice block there from Casemiro. Nice block from Casemiro. Kobe. Nice counter. Oh, weak pass. Weak pass from Bruno. The idea was good, the execution was lacking. Don't pull him. Foul. Former Man United player Ashley Young on the Everton bench will be hoping to come on against his former employers, the team he obviously supports. But of course, not in this game. As a professional, he will probably want his current employers to win, but it doesn't look likely. Crossing by Everton. Good block. Nice, 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 nice defending from Marcus Rashford. We are still in our half. We are letting him so much on the ball. We are letting them a lot on the ball. It's not good. Nice. 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 Garnacho. Too much negative football. I love the calmness. We are not rushing into things, into attacks. It's good not to rush into attacks. Nice. Beautiful pass to Garnacho. What does it do with it? Beautiful. Nice effort. But it's a tight corner. Messi would have beaten that one off. Should have cut in. He should have cut in. Braithwaite would have gone up to the stands. Not safe. Not safe at all. Nice. Nice. Good steal there from Casemiro. Again, counter being launched. Scott McTominay. Oh, powerful pass. Idea was good again. Execution was lacking from Scott. Our counters look good. Our counters are looking good. We put a few good passes together. It's lovely. Everton again. Schondeck to make, looks like a double substitution. Bring on a forward. Once goes, so you bring on some attack. Goal kick. It's a goal kick. Everton have run out of ideas. I think it's easy for us to add more goals now. They have clearly run out of ideas. Nice. Send it back. Nice. Nana. Nice. 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 Nice ball distribution. We are playing with calmness. Okay. Coming at us now. No foul. Ah, that's dangerous. Kobe, don't foul him. Onana tight. Nice. Good save from Andre Onana again. Beautiful from Andre Onana again. Onana is watching every ball directed at him. He's seeing it. So alert. Everton are trying to create pinholes, but we are so solid. Nice stuff there from Marcus Rashford. Rashford tracks back really well. He tracks back really well. He's improving that in his game. Nice pass. That's the Ganacho. Ganacho. Will he score? Beautiful ball there to Bruno. Nice pass from Bruno, but Ganacho should have stayed up. He should have stayed up. Decent efforts. Double substitution for Everton. Their man with a ponytail getting ready to come on. He gave us some bit of headache in the reverse fixture. Triple substitution actually. Dokure coming off. Beto coming off. And of course, Mr. Ponytail. And Harrison as well goes off. So Mr. Ponytail, Calvin Lewin, Gomez, and Dobbin are the ones coming on. Triple substitution by Sean Dyke. But Calvin Lewin is the man we need to be watching. He gave us a bit of headache in the reverse fixture. He was just, again, one of those non-clinical forwards who wasted a lot of their opportunities, but he could have scored against us, maybe 2 or 3 goals actually. So we need to watch him. Those are good substitutions by Sean Dyche. Let's see how Erik ten Hag reacts to them. How does he respond? Of course, I can try to predict. I think he will bring on Anthony because Anthony, because of his work rate, adds to the defense. He supports the defense in those last minutes when most of the guys who started are tired. Excuse me. Anthony supports the back line. And I keep saying, if I were a coach, I would mold him into a left back. So Bruno is taking his time to play that pass to Garnacho. I think Bruno took long. Nice. Bruno again, Kobe, Garnacho, Bruno again. Does it go for goal? That was close. Corner. That was close. Nice stuff. Nice stuff from Bruno. That is some nice stuff from Bruno. Another corner. Hey! 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 How did he not score that? These are defenders. But it was Scott to score. I think Evans Scott. Evans. Oh, okay. Anyway, that was supposed to be in. It's okay. 2-0. Okay. Corner for Everton. Corner kick for Everton. Nice clearance. Hey! It's an unnecessary foul from Lindelof. An unnecessary foul on Onana on Lindelof, but from Lindelof. That's a dangerous spot to concede a free kick. But Andre Onana is alert. Onana is alert.